One of my most impactful Christmas memories, I guess, that I had comes from when I was younger, when I was a child. So when I was growing up, my family didn't have a lot. At the age of 30, my father had a quadruple bypass, and my mother was left working at a gas station while she had 3 children under the age of 3 that were dependent on them making ends meet. I remember my family working odd jobs to try to make things happen, but my father by that point was disabled, and I know we had a lot of really hard years, but Christmas was one where we never knew how much my parents were struggling. And part of that came from a local ministry where I remember them bringing us together, and we would go to this warehouse where they would have gifts for the little girls and gifts for the little boys, and they'd have age ranges. And it was just this group of people who made that happen for us. It was a group of people who gave back to their communities so that these 3 little girls had no clue that mom and dad were struggling. We just knew we were celebrating Christmas with a bunch of other families who apparently had also been struggling, and you don't really realize those things when you're a kid. But I think a lot about that because I care a lot about missions. I care a lot about giving back to my community. I care a lot about the children and making sure that they can have those Christmas memories and they don't have to worry about where the gifts are coming from, where the money's coming from, whether or not they're going to have food on the table that Christmas. Because I was one of those kids who could have been struggling with that, and thanks to local missions groups, I didn't have to. And so this holiday season, one of the big things that I want all of us to think about, I know we're thinking about our own kids. I know that we have a lot going on, but there are also families out there right now where mom and dad don't know where the next meal is going to come from. There are families where they're doing their best to make sure that the kids don't feel those pressures that they're feeling, especially during these holiday seasons. So just take some time, slow down, think about the impact that you can have on the community around you. Is there anyone that you can give back to? Are there any local groups that you can support that are going to make sure that those kids are taken care of and that those parents have that load off of their shoulders? And just take the time this Christmas to spread that holiday cheer to other families near you.